Hey everybody in the reggae universe, welcome to a conversation in dub hosted by me, Mark Ramondi.
And me, James Pasqua. This podcast is all about exploring the massive world of reggae and dub music, from its roots in Jamaica to its influence on various music genres worldwide.
This podcast also explores the intricacies of dub through insightful conversations, interviews with artists, and in-depth analysis of iconic tracks. We don't just talk about the music, but also the stories behind it, the techniques used in its production, and the social and political context that shaped its development.
Our goal is to promote mindful listening, taking you, the listener, on the journey the artist intended. Through this process, we hope to introduce you to new music or give you a new insight on music you already know and love.
This podcast is brought to you by Rootfire, a platform for reggae music worldwide with a mission to empower artists and nurture the community that supports them. You're here because you love reggae music and want to be a part of that community. We're here to help connect the dots.
If you have any feedback for us, be sure to email us at aconversationindub@gmail.com or message us on Facebook or Instagram at aconversationindub. We love hearing from you. Now,
let's get to the show.
How we doing, bro?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
Bro, I'm doing fantastic. It is freezing cold over here in New Jersey, and it's essential to have some dub to warm the soul. But I know how's it going over there for you?
It's all right. It's not hot, but it's not freezing cold, that's for sure. We got 50s going on, mid 50s.
50. Good. We're going into single digits this next week.
Oh,
so
that sounds like
I
fun.
looked at the forecast. It says it's going to be a low of 3 degrees. So
Three's
not
too
ready
cold.
for that.
3's too cold. We're talking Fahrenheit, guys. 3's
Three
too
is
cold.
too cold. Yeah, we're talking Fahrenheit. It's 3 is way too cold. So we are not too excited about that over here. But it's a good excuse to stay inside, make some soups, listen to some dub, and just relax. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about today. I'm so happy we're recording an episode today because this is just a nice, chill, relaxing day. Because it ain't that great to go outside and really do anything. So I'm excited to get into some music, bro.
We should listen to some dub. We should listen to more dub songs. This is a conversation in dub, after all.
Real. I agree.
That's why we're playing a song with a version today. We are, of course, as you saw in the title, we're listening to Kiko Bun from
Oof.
Bristol, UK. Fantastic voice, amazing style.
Mhm.
He really has that rub-a-dub sound perfectly. I love it.
Yeah.
We're going to listen to a song that came out in March of 2024, just about a year ago. This one's called Just Magic, and we're going to listen to Dub Magic as well. So we're going to pause. You can find this song on any streaming platform. You can buy these songs on Bandcamp. Support Kiko Bun. You can find them on YouTube. We will be right back. Please go and listen. Please pause this. Listen to the song and come back. I'm sorry that we can't play it for you.
Yeah, guys, we'll see you at the end of the tunnel here.
All right. This is Just Magic and Dub Magic. Kiko Bun. We're back. Kiko Bun. Just Magic. Dub Magic.
Wow. I mean, you could just get lost in that rhythm for hours. Am I right?
Hours. I love it.
Hours. I love
It's
it.
the classic rub-a-dub Channel 1 sound.
Yep.
Roots Radics, Sly and Robbie, Soul Syndicate, whoever you want to pick during that time period. That's it
Yep.
for me. That's the best. I'm sorry to all the others. That's the best era, and this does it so well.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I really do think this is awesome. I mean, I think the best word to describe something like this is classic. I love when we feature tracks on here that I'd consider this one of those timeless tracks where you would be confused if you didn't know when this came out. You'd be confused as to when it did. And I think I love that. I think it's one of my favorite things because it is a timeless track. It's gonna be good then, it's good now, it's classic. It uses classic roots ideals. But I love the little subtle intricacies
Hmm.
that we're gonna get into and talk about with this too that really kind of make this stand out that I thought was really, really awesome. I think the big thing to talk about is his voice. I mean, you cannot that has to be the big highlight of this whole entire thing. His voice is
It's
fantastic. Am I
super
right?
unique. It's one of those where
It
like
is
it doesn't
super
really sound like
unique.
anybody, but it sounds like everybody. You know, it
Yep.
fits in
Yes,
with
that was
everybody.
the absolute best way to
It
describe
fits
that.
in with everybody. Like it fits in with all of
Yep.
the rubadub songs that we know and love, but it doesn't
Yep.
sound like any of them. It sounds like Kiko Bun.
No, no, but his melodic lines also just fit so well in the pocket of space that exists in his jams. Like I just love it. Like I
Yeah.
think that it's just so well put together. Everything fits like a glove in
We
this,
should
you
we
know?
should also mention that Kiko Bun actually um, performed all of the parts on this song. So he wrote
That's
it,
crazy.
performed it, produced it, arranged it, mixed it, and then dub mixed it all himself.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's like next level talent, next level vision,
Yeah.
Like that's we talk a lot about intention on this podcast. Like that's some serious intention and that's some serious musicianship as well. Like to be able to do that at that level and to be able to have that well of an understanding of exactly where everything fits to make that sound the way it does is so incredible to me.
Yeah, reggae is all about feel too, and each instrument
Yeah,
has a different feel that you need to lock in on. And to do
it's very
and to
true.
do all of them that well, plus mix it, plus sing and sing well is
Insane.
is next level. You're right.
It is. It's not something you see hardly ever
Yeah.
to have that kind of an ability. And like I think that's like it's like lightning striking having that kind of talent and to be able to kind of do something with that like this. It's incredible. And I loved it. I love the dub. I love the elements of dub that were in the original and
Yeah.
I love I just love how everything was twisting and turning. It got me right from the beginning when the echo on the first snare hit followed the percussive rhythm of the bass when it was descending and I was like, "Oh, that just got me." Like it hit me right off the bat with it, and I was like, "Yeah, we're here.
Yep.
We're here. This is cool. This is really cool." That's that next level intention, that like extra thought put into things and the placement of things. And this is two chords,
Two chord wonder.
two chord wonder. We just listened to for over 6 minutes, and I wanted to listen to it again. I love when we do this. I love when we have these kind of moments on this podcast where we can show people how delicate and I want to say interesting subtlety can be. There's
Yes.
subtle changes, there's subtle texture shifts, there's little things that it makes you want to go back to listen to the differences because you feel it and you go for the ride of the track. These aren't just things that are just looped over and over again. It's just there is a flow and a conversation happening not only with the melody but how the harmony is kind of intertwining together to create something interesting to listen to.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about his vocal harmonies, which are nuts, by the way.
Oh my god. Oh
But
my
yes,
god, they're
but
so
yes,
great.
there's
They're
definitely
so great.
subtle um, changes in the song. Like, how do we know we're in the chorus? Oh, that tambourine is doing that really cool rhythm. And then,
Yep,
how do we know we're
exactly.
coming out of the chorus? That keyboard lead comes in and just plays a classic line, and then we're back
Exactly.
into
It's
it.
like little thing like it's you feel the different sections of the piece, not just because of the repetition of the lyrics or the repetition of the melody, but everything kind of comes together to signify that and make those twists and changes and turns that you really like. And guys, if you weren't hearing that, definitely go back, listen to this again and see if you can tell, lyrics aside, the
Mm,
differences between the choruses and the verses here, because it definitely is stated instrumentally. And I just love it. There's so much to unpack and you hear so much more of that in the dub too in terms of what's happening instrumentally and then when the lyrics do come in through the dub it becomes that much more impactful which I love as well.
right. And like the bass line, I don't think changes, and the drums
No,
change
baseline doesn't
maybe a
change.
little bit in the chorus, but the chords don't
Yeah, it
change, and it's all pretty steady, other than those
it
little
is.
instrumentation changes. That's it.
But what a great classic example to show people out there of like new things that are still coming out that are just reflective of such an amazing time of reggae and just doing it so well.
Yeah.
I think this is really like you can't get a better example than this. So this was really fantastic.
Yeah, this is not Kiko Bun's first song, and this is not the first time we featured a Kiko
Oh,
Bun song on here either.
no,
We
it
did
is not.
one,
It's been a minute though.
yeah, we did one maybe, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago even. Uh,
Maybe.
but yeah, he keeps coming out with singles every once in a while, and they're all hits. You could just put
Yeah,
on, you could just go on Spotify and play the "This Is Kiko Bun Radio," and you will be happy.
you'll
If
love
you
it.
like
You will
this,
love it.
you'll love that.
But no, that's I think it's just so exciting to have artists like this doing things like this. And like again, I would love to have, and I probably said this on the last episode we did about Kiko, but about how amazing it'd be to have a conversation with him about his process,
Yeah,
and like we talk a lot about when different bands how they write, like kind of what came first, the chicken or the egg type of situation. And I love to see what his processes are, if they're always the same when he does things that he does, just like all the instrumentals for, or is it like lyrically based, or like is it bass driven and just comes up with the bass line and the rhythm first, like I love hearing stuff like that, and I'd love to hear like how he came to, and how long did it take a person to learn all of these instruments proficiently enough to be able to do what we just heard. Like like these are the things that blow my mind, and I would so love to have that conversation.
again, not just the instruments, but also the mixing and the dubbing. Because
That is insane. That is insane, man.
yeah, you could play
It's
one
just like
great. That's great, but he could put it all together and sound
ah,
like that. Perfect.
but like you could throw a dart at any element of this track and be like, "Yep, that would take an extremely long time to be able to master to do at that level," especially the vocals.
Especially the vocals.
Especially that kind of confidence and ease in the vocals, especially the mixing, especially all that whole process. I mean, that's still like another language to me when I look at some of this stuff,
Oh,
of
I
like
know.
because that's all you do that stuff, and man, that stuff blows my mind. And like to be able to master all those different elements, to be able to do this, it's such a gift,
Mm.
But it also it's so funny because everybody when we hear this stuff, we just hear the final products, we really need to highlight how much unbelievable amounts of work goes into a project like this, and how much time and how much thought and intention, not only just this one project, but to develop the skills to be able to pull a project like this off. Like we are talking some serious commitment, study, dedication, consistency, passion. And I love that because all of that comes through as just really, really, really good music that we love to listen to, that you would never think one person would be doing by themselves.
Right. And I don't know if that's the
It's
case for
amazing.
all his stuff. I think he usually has a backing band. I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
sure
that
though.
I could imagine. I mean, again, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. I could be wrong.
Questions to
Oh,
ask. This is why the art of conversation is a beautiful thing. So, would love to be able to have him on here and discuss these topics.
yeah, and listening to a lot of this UK reggae stuff, these bands and artists used to come around to the states a lot more often, and ever since like COVID happened, it's just like
Yeah.
non-existent. I
Yep.
really hope some of these artists come here and do some shows, East Coast, West
Absolutely,
Coast kind
man.
of thing, like Kiko Bun, like Holly Cook again, or like
Hmm.
Joe York and the Cooperators, and all these little groups out there are just killing it, and
Yeah,
I feel like in the states we need more of
it's
that
true.
kind of vibe.
It's true. I agree with that. I really do. And like at the same time, too, promote the idea of going out and traveling to see these things. I mean,
Mm.
like, what an awesome thing to do. Like, you have a destination to go and a band to see when you're there. Like, I mean, it's a great reason to even get out of the country and experience something different, you know?
I would
I
love
mean,
that.
some of the best times I had were out of this country, just exploring different things and different music and different environments and things like that. So either one works, but boy, would it be nice if they came here.
I
Just go down a local venue and chill and have to be able to hear something like this. And also, I feel like it's important to share that sound. You know
mm,
what I mean? Like, I think that's the most important part. That's one of the reasons why we do what we do, is to kind of like branch together all these different different limbs of reggae that exist in the world under one tree so that people can get a little taste and flavor of how different it can be,
Yeah.
how unified it can be, but also the subtle differences that make it super special with reggae all around the world. And we featured so many different bands in so many different parts of the world where, of course, there's the threads you can tie, but there's so many unique qualities to these areas that you get this amazing music
Yeah,
from.
we definitely feature a variety of reggae and dub, and even things that are like barely in the genre we've featured, but
It's
have
true.
hints of it.
Yeah. All they have to do is tiptoe in it. If they
Yeah.
tiptoe in it and we put an ear to it, we gonna have a conversation about
Yep.
it.
Also, I've never been to the UK, but if I ever do plan to go there, I'm definitely planning it around a show, and I'm definitely bringing
Hmm.
a carry-on vinyl box so I can buy a bunch of records to bring back.
Now that's
Because
brilliant.
I want to buy so many records online, and they're all from the UK somewhere, and they're all
Yep.
super expensive because they're in the UK.
Yep.
I just want to go
Do you
there and
know
pick
what?
them all up.
We should. Well, I'm gonna put this out there in
Oh,
the universe. Well, you and I should take a UK dub trip,
oh, you don't mean
and we
it, do
should
you?
feature. But no, well, I mean, listen. I mean, hey, listen. Everybody out there knows I'm a piano teacher. I mean, if you,
What?
I'm. I know, right? And my schedules it's gonna be changing over the next couple years where I'm gonna have actually a little bit more time, which is gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna have more openings to be able to fill, which is great. If anybody is interested, RamondiPiano.com, just reach out. We do great virtual lessons because that'd be really fun. I could teach all over the world.
Hey now.
But big changes on that platform coming up, which is gonna be great. And when that happens, I would love to put this out there in the universe. We do a little UK dub trip, center it around there, and then we could feature our little dub experiences on some of our conversation and dub social media. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Maybe we should connect with some artists and set up some interviews and stuff in person. That would be nice.
Now, that would be the best reason to get over there. So, all you guys out there in the UK, within the next year or so, if we want to set up something and we want to go for it, we would love to be able to feature some live videos of you, some footage of the shows that we're going to, and also just have an in-person conversation about the whole process and what awesome stuff you guys have been putting out, because I think it'd be a really great experience.
I hope that in a year or two, we can look back at this episode and say, that's where this idea came from. And we did it.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly what I want to do, man. This is gonna be cool. I want to. That's what we're doing. We're putting this out there in the universe. 2025. We're branching out. We're doing different things. We're experiencing different things through a conversation in dub, and we're gonna take all you guys on the journey with us. So I'm excited. Why not, right?
Thanks, Kiko Bun, for spawning this idea in us, even though you had nothing to do with it. And thanks, Kiko Bun,
It's so
for
true.
the amazing music, Just Magic, Dub Magic, all the songs out there. Guys, if you liked this song, go listen to all of Kiko Bun's songs. Go listen to related artists on Spotify. You will find gold there. If you want to support the artist, Kiko Bun has his discography on Bandcamp that you can buy. You can buy all the digital versions of all his songs. I believe there are some physical records on there too. Like I said, the shipping is terrible to the States. But if you're in the UK listening, go buy them, please.
That's right, and save some for us because we're gonna be over there at some point. We're gonna want some too.
We are definitely going to want those. So thank you. Thank you, Kiko Bun.
No, this is good. Like I said, this is one of those episodes we're gonna put a little flag on because you're absolutely right. We're gonna look back and be like, this is where it came from.
Mm,
So I am pumped.
let's do it. Let's make it happen.
We are. We're setting it. We're setting it out here. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a great time. So, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this out there. Thank you for going on this ride with us, and as always,
Keep dubbing.
keep dubbing.
Thanks for listening to A Conversation in Dub, hosted by James Pasqua and Mark Ramondi. Conversation in Dub is brought to you by Rootfire, a platform for reggae music worldwide with a mission to empower artists and nurture the community that supports them. You're here because you love reggae music and want to be a part of that community? We're here to help you connect the dots.
This show is produced and edited by James Pasqua. Our theme music is an original composition called Keep Dubbin' by James Pasqua and Mark Ramondi. If you want to hear previous episodes containing full songs, you can find them all on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at A Conversation in Dub. And if you have any feedback, requests, or just want to talk about music, reach out there or email us at aconversationindub@gmail.com. Make sure to rate us on your podcast platform of choice. And as always, keep dubbing.